video! As you guys can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be doing my long-awaited tiny house tour. For those of you who don't know, I mentioned it on TikTok probably about 2 years ago that I was building a tiny house, and then I kind of went ghost about it. Just to explain everything really quick, I didn't have the correct permits nor a permanent place to keep the tiny house, so I went ghost about it because I started talking about it way too soon, and I wasn't really trying to get myself in trouble with the township. But I found a farm that I'm able to keep the tiny house on. Everything's great, so I can finally share. But I did lie to you guys a little bit. I've been calling this an apartment because I wasn't fully ready to give up my little secret yet, and I wasn't ready to do the house tour. But everything is pretty much done, so I figured now would be a perfect time to do it. This originally was a 12 by 24 garage. It actually was my dad's, but he gave it to me. He was so generous and just gave it to me, not including my little loft space up there, which we'll obviously get to later. This place is 298 square feet. Very little, very small, I know, but it's my cozy little humble abode, and I'm finally ready to give you guys the tour. So let's go. My cat is gonna drive me insane. Right when you walk in the front door, I have a couple little hooks here. I mainly use these hooks to hang any jackets, hats, any keys, except I connected them with command strips and they are falling off literally by the second. Underneath the hooks where the jackets are hanging, I have my trash can. I'm currently on the hunt to find a new trash can because this is such an eyesore and I really hate looking at it. Next to my trash can, I have this shoe rack that I actually trash picked. I'm in the market to get a bigger one soon. It's very, very wobbly. It was free, we take it, we love it. I was gonna paint it originally, but I just haven't really gotten around to it. But I don't mind the natural wood. I keep all of my shoes here. My daughter's shoes are also up here. I just kind of put hers right on top of mine. This only stores about 8 pairs of shoes. I gotta find a better solution for that. I'm working on it, but that's what we have at the moment. Next to the shoe rack on the ground is my handy dandy heater. This thing works wonders. It is so good. This little fireplace heats my house so well. You walk in here and it literally feels like a sauna. Anytime any friends or family walk in here, they're like, can you please turn the heat down? Can we turn it off? This is my beautiful kitten's litter box. This is one of the prettiest litter boxes I could have ever found. Got it off of Amazon. There's really nothing special to it. It just has a cover. And then obviously, as you guys can see, it has a fake tree attached to it. It almost makes it feel like it's a decor piece and not a litter box. And I love it so much. Ever since I got this and not just a little tray litter box, I've had no issue with smells. That was the biggest thing about getting a cat, is I was scared that this tiny little place is gonna smell. And it hasn't so far. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Moving on, my tiny little living room. I got this couch from Walmart. It was only a couple $100s. It is a cloud couch too. Do I recommend it? No. It's really easy to take apart and clean. You just literally throw the cushion covers in the washing machine. Also, you're probably like, what were you thinking getting a white couch with a toddler and a kitten? Listen, I just really wanted it for the aesthetic, but now that it's disgusting and filthy and gross, I'm also on the hunt for a new couch. All of my pillows are from Target or TJ Maxx. My little blanket pile behind me is also from TJ Maxx. And then you guys are actually resting on my ottoman right now. This just moves around. Also trash picked this. I don't have a coffee table, so the wood on top of the ottoman just acts as a coffee table. I would be a bad cat mom if I didn't have a little dedicated area. So to the left of the couch, I have my kitten's area. All of these are from TJ Maxx. I have her little cactus scratcher. And then this is just a tunnel. It freaking sucks. It's awful. It constantly breaks all the time. She just broke it again. And then her cat bed. She doesn't use this, by the way. I don't even know why I have it. I've had her for about 3 months now and I've only ever seen her lay in this once. This rug was so pretty before it got dirty. I got it from Home Depot. Actually, I think I got it from Target. But having a toddler, it just gets stained and gross all the time. I literally vacuum it every single day. It's just gross. It's gross, okay? Sorry. If you guys have a toddler and you don't have one of these, you need to invest. It's one of these climbing stools. I actually don't really know what it's called, but she just steps right in here and then she can hold on to this. It's great for using it in the kitchen. She can wash her hands with it. It also folds into a table, so she eats all of her meals here as well. And a perk is it has a chalkboard on the back so she can color. Before we move on into the next little section, I guess you could call it, I do want to just touch on my photo wall back here. I picked out some of my favorite photos from when my daughter was younger. We did a little newborn shot at a field. My family also owns a house in Cape May, New Jersey, so just a picture of her walking on that beach just felt so right. This one was around Easter time last year. And then of course course I had to add one in of her and her dad. And then moving on to this wall up here, I just have her picture from picture day at daycare. All right, let's move on to our little dining area. This table freaking sucks. This is my least favorite part of everything in here. I got this super cheap table off of Amazon because at this point I was running out of money because of how expensive everything was. It is a piece of crap. I do not recommend. While it is cute, it just doesn't work for us. This table does have 2 chairs, which I was hoping could act as like a dining table. No. Guys, no. It's fine for 1 person, but 2 people, what it's meant for, that's just not working. And like, you're gonna tell me my 2-year-old's gonna sit up here with me? The only upside to this table is it does have a lot of storage. I keep 2 of these bins under here. This one is for the cat, and then the one behind it is for my daughter. And then there are 3 shelves over here, which also act as storage. Enough about that table. It makes me so mad. I hate it. Now moving into the kitchen, which might be my favorite part of this whole house, minus my bedroom, obviously. I am obsessed with the way that everything came out in here. All the colors, everything is just so beautiful. We'll start here with my mirror. I know the kitchen is a pretty odd space to have a mirror in, but when you don't have much room, you work with every single blank wall you can. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this mirror is an abstract shape, and I really feel like it just pulls the whole space together. All of my mirror pictures that you see in here are from this mirror or the one up in my room. I have a full-size fridge with a full-size freezer. I did have an ice maker, but it took up way too much space. So now I just have this little container and I make my own ice and just keep it in here. It is very nice having full-size appliances. All right, we had to do a quick little intermission because my camera died, but we're back. I was very limited on the appliances I was able to have in here, but I knew for sure that I wanted a toaster oven that was also an air fryer. You can make cookies, pizza, literally everything in it. I found this ginormous one right here. I absolutely knew I wanted a French door. There are so many different trays, and there are so many different options. I accidentally turned it on. Next to my toaster oven, I have my mini Keurig. I'm obsessed with it. It's so easy to use, so easy to clean, barely takes up any counter space. I make my hot chocolate, my coffee, that's pretty much it. But you can make a bunch of different things in a Keurig, and I was today years old when I learned that they make pretty much anything in a K-cup. So any of your favorite drinks, you can most likely make in a Keurig. So fun. I have this little shelf, and under the shelf I keep all of my K-cups. This thing pulls out and drops down. It's very simple to use. It was really easy to install as well. This is just being held on by command strips. And then I also have my fun cup and lid organization next to my Keurig. It's like my whole little coffee station. Above my toaster oven is the shelf that I just mentioned. I keep all of my cat food, cat treats, any of my cat's necessities. I keep them up here. Obviously I had to do a little bit of decor, so I have a fake plant as well. You will see very, very soon I'm obsessed with all of my fake plants. I just love the greenery, but I'm the person that cannot keep a plant alive for the life of me, so fake plants it is. I'm not even really gonna touch on the top of my fridge. It's honestly just a storage area, but I also do have a full-size microwave up here, which again, I got at a yard sale. It was $10. Everything in here is me balling on a budget. In my case, I made everything as budget friendly as possible. Let's move on to my sink. I'm obsessed with her. I know I could have easily taken 5 minutes and done the couple dishes in here, but that's a task I was not willing to tackle right now. My sink is very, very small, but honestly, I like the small sink because it fills up pretty quickly, which means I have to stay on top of the dishes. A big concern I had with moving into a tiny house was if I was gonna have running water and electricity. Obviously, we know I do have electricity, but I also have running water. Upstairs in the closet in my room, we'll get to that, but I have a 10-gallon water heater. I love it. It works great. The faucet is from Walmart. The sink itself is from Amazon. I want to say the faucet and the sink together was a total of like $300. I have my lotion and my hand soap, again with a little fake plant. Yes, I'm sitting on my counter. Get over it. Above this window, I just installed this shelf the other day, actually. It houses a bunch of fake plants, and then today, I didn't put batteries in them yet, but I put these little accent lights under here. My goal is that at night, it's gonna add the perfect touch. It's gonna be so pretty. I do have to go out and get batteries today though. Above the sink on the other wall is this painting from Florence, Italy. It's beautiful. I love the colors. I love gold. You will also learn that very quickly. It ties everything together. All of my appliances and hardware are either gold or black because I think they just match so well. If you guys can tell, I did a accent wall. So on this wall over here and this wall, it's green instead of white. I just wanted some sort of dimension to kind of break up the spaces because like I said earlier, this used to be an old garage. So it's basically just like one big open room. And I just wanted some sort of break in the space. And I think the green with all the fake plants and the gold and the wood really pulls everything together. This might be my best find of this entire build. My whole cabinet and counter set all came together from IKEA. This entire thing, you ready for this, was only $200 for the entire cabinet set and the counter. I did have to get my own hardware, and the sink obviously didn't come with it, so you have to take that into consideration. I think it was such a good find, and it fits the space so well. All right, you guys want to follow me into the bathroom? Come on, don't be shy. Come on. Welcome to my super spacious bathroom. There's a lot going on in here for such a small space, but dare I say this also might be one of my favorite parts of this whole house. I say this whole house like it's not less than 300 square feet. Let a girl dream. On the door, I have this little towel rack. Obviously, it holds our towels. This door just opens when you push it. It doesn't fully latch. So I got innovative. I put a little child lock up here so my daughter can't barge in on me when I'm using the bathroom. My toilet was a recent ad. I was waiting on it for a while. It took so long to get here. I'd ordered a couple times and they ended up sending it back one of the times. This might be one of my most expensive purchases. I wasn't in love with the whole composting toilet idea, but I got this baby. This is the separate villa. If anybody needs a link for this toilet, let me know and I can send it to you. But this little pipe right back here goes outside. It has its own air vent, so honestly nothing smells. It also has a separate pipe which allows the pee to go straight outside into the ground, so there's no composting bucket that you have to clean out. There is a bucket in here that you do have to clean out every once in a while. So far so good. I've had this thing for about a week now and I love it. I'll give you guys an update in a couple weeks, see if we're still having that same vibe with it, but so far so good. Above my toilet is my medicine cabinet. It's just this cutesy little shelf. Don't ask me why I have a hand towel in here because I don't have a sink in here. My sink is the kitchen sink, but I just have all our medications and then again some cute little fake plants. I have this sheer curtain. Moving on from the toilet over here, I just put the shelf up the other day. I keep my toothbrush, my daughter's toothbrush, our toothpaste, obviously another fake plant. Another fake plant, this is from Five Below. I just keep my little flossers. And then I have a whole stack of washcloths. Underneath of the shelf, I have a hook to hang my towel when I'm showering. And my lovely shower. I'm obsessed. I do have running water. I got this rack from Target just for extra space. And then I do have 3 little shelves. Don't mind my daughter's little toilet in there, but we do have a little tub. When I say little, I mean very, very little. It's maybe like a foot tall, very small. It's big enough for my 2-year-old, which was the main purpose of it because she still takes baths, not showers. She loves it. It's a perfect size for her. All right, that is everything for my bathroom. All right, let's move on. This is the ugliest ladder I think I've ever seen in my entire life, and it is just temporary. I wanted to get one of those really beautiful sliding bookshelf ladders, but tell me why they're thousands of dollars. They are so expensive. This is just an extension ladder that my dad actually cut for me and then bolted to the wall. So it's not going anywhere. What is really nice about it, if I want to clean the floors underneath, it does lift up a bit so I can vacuum all the floor under it. It also kind of does become a little coat hanging area. And for my purses, obviously I move it when I'm going up there because it does get in my way, but I do just have a couple bags and my jacket. I'm not gonna go too in depth in that room because that is my daughter's room. These doors just slide open. In here, she has this little tent. It has a basket of books in there, so it's her little reading nook. Her adorable Minnie Mouse bed that she actually picked out herself. It was like $50 at Walmart. And then she just has a couple of things hanging on the wall. Again, I'm not gonna go too in depth. I don't want to get all personal in her space, so let's move up to my bedroom. How you guys doing? Needless to say, this is my absolute favorite part of this entire build. I really customized this space exactly how I wanted it, and I feel like I really brought my vision to life. Everything I had saved on my Pinterest board, it like looks exactly the same up here. Starting off with my bed, I got this mattress from Walmart. It came in one of those boxes and expanded. In this loft, I was able to fit a king-size bed, but I opted to get a full because I wanted more floor space to be able to actually do things up here. I know I like almost hit my head, so I can't do too much up here, but I wanted the option to be able to hang up here if I wanted to. I have my massive collection of pillows along with some of Kinley's stuffed animals. The trim is not fully done, but I also have a tiny little window up here, which was one of my must-haves. I really wanted a window up here. I wanted as much natural light up here as possible, and we really nailed it with that one. To the left of my bed is my makeup area. This is where I spend most of my time getting ready, filming any of my makeup videos. My last 2 videos were filmed right here. Behind this lamp, I just have some pictures, my parents, and then an ultrasound of my my daughter. This also doubles as my nightside table. So I just keep some lotion and my little Bible verses there. What is a vanity without a makeup mirror? I got this mirror from TJ Maxx a couple years ago actually. I had it at my parents' house and was like, I'm taking that with me. It fits so perfectly up here. It doesn't hit the wall. And this is actually a 3-drawer organizer from Target. They normally stand upwards, but I laid it sideways and it just works so great. It fits so well. In the drawers, I just keep some necessities. I have band-aids, vitamins, a hairbrush, extra products that haven't been opened yet, extra light bulbs, just all that stuff. To the left of my mirror, I have all of my makeup. I need to find a better solution for this because this is a mess. It looks insane. Obviously, it does the job for right now, but somewhere in the near future, I am going to be getting a better organization system. I have all of my perfumes right here. I cannot sleep unless it is freezing cold, so I just have a tiny little fan. I swear to God, that fan is the recipe for good sleep. If I didn't have it up here, I would not be able to sleep as well as I did. Even though my bed is so freaking comfortable, I also keep a tiny trash can back here and then a bunch of PR stuff that I need to go through or haven't used and is kind of up for grabs. I just have a bin there for all of that. In case I want to hang out somewhere other than my bed, I have this husband pillow. I don't really use it because it's kind of an uncomfortable position to be laying in, but it's here, it's comfy. If you're ever over and you ever want to chill up here, comfortable. Let's talk about this rug really quick. I got it from Target. It was on sale for like $17. I thought this original rug was really ugly and it wasn't really doing it for me. By the way, everything, all the paint, all the rugs, any curtains, wallpaper, any of that was all done by me. I did it all by myself. Well, actually, my dad did the carpet. Like, I did all of the painting. I did all of that. And then Mitchell and my dad did most of the installation, but I did help with that as well. Kind of getting off track, but love this rug. It really added the pop of color that I needed. From hindsight, this might look like a mess, but this is actually all of my clothing storage. I did leave a bunch of my clothes at my parents' house, so whenever I go over there and decide that I want to bring something else with me, I just pack it in my car and take it over here. But since it is cold right now, it's actually like 12 degrees out. This is most of my cold weather stuff. I have all my pants, like jeans, sweatpants, a bunch of sweatshirts, sweaters, all of that stuff. That is all stored in these, and then these 3 white bins over here have like my socks, underwear, bras. I do have a couple bathing suits in there just for when we go on trips. I am going to Florida in a couple weeks, so those will come in handy. These are work clothes. I kind of just sit right there because I don't want it to get all mixed in. So when I wake up at 6 in the morning, I can just grab and go. Behind me is my storage closet. This has my water heater in it. I put my dirty clothes in there, so there's a basket in there. I'm not going to show you too much, but it's very, very not cute in there. I just wanted to get a little curtain to kind of cover it as much as I could. It's very hard to find a curtain that fits this space because it is angled down and it is such a short area. So it does drag on the ground a little bit. After a few days, I didn't even notice. Let's move over here. This wallpaper I actually got from Target. It was like $35 for the roll, and I did this accent wall. I think it looks so good. It pulled everything together. It was so bland and boring up here because everything was just white and I didn't love it. Don't look too close to the wallpaper because it doesn't look great up close, but from afar it looks really good and you can't really notice it when you're laying in your bed. I'm honestly not sitting here just like staring at it. I just hung this picture up today. It's just a nice little quote to read in the morning. And then back here I have a little table. It was my night table that I put in the corner. That table was my night table in that corner of the bed originally, but then for Christmas I got this new Alexa alarm clock, so I thought that that table would look much cuter there and actually be functional. You obviously need smoke detectors. I have 2 of them. I have one right up here and then there's one in Kinley's room as well because her doors say shut when she's sleeping, so God forbid anything were to happen, I need to hear it. That was pretty much everything. I don't think I'm missing anything. Above the bathroom door I have this little sign that Mitchell got. It says limit 3 persons. I thought this was so funny because obviously it is a tiny house and you can't really have too many people in here. That was funny. That was from a yard sale, I believe. That is my whole tiny house tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or want to know where something is from, please comment down below or DM me on Instagram and I will be more than happy to answer those for you. There's still a lot more that needs to get done in here, but I figured I wouldn't keep you guys waiting any longer. If you are looking for a sign if you should move into a tiny house or not, definitely take this video into consideration. This whole build in total, I want to say was about $20,000 to $25,000. Keep in mind, I did get this garage gifted to me. I think my dad paid about $3,400 for this garage, but he got it 10 years ago, I want to say, and we all know prices have skyrocketed since then. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I know I enjoyed filming this for you. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!